Come, come on. Oh, hi guys. Welcome back to another Sabbat Sunday. And as you can see, we have a very special guest who will reveal herself at a dramatically appropriate time. Welcome back to episode 10 of Maine by Night, Shadows of Amaranth. We prerequisite this game by saying this is an over 18 stream. So if you're not 18, then you're 12. It contains scenes of body horror and death and all things sad yet beautiful in the world of darkness. So let's go around our table and introduce everybody. Opio, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm not too bad, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. And who will you be playing?
I will be playing Ellis Carter, the Zamisi fiend who's just vibing.
You did vibing. Hello.
Hello! I'm Star Stories.
How you doing, you alright?
I'm doing okay. It's been a very eventful morning in my neck of the woods. But I will be playing Macy O'Reilly or Banu Hakim.
Ooh. And Milo. Good morning, Milo.
Good morning. Hi, Milo.
How you doing?
I'm okay. And I will be playing Lark the La Sombra.
Ooh. And our surprise guest, who is not going to reveal herself, but good morning, strange occurrences. Or as we better know her, Shelby. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, who shall you be playing today?
I am playing a resident problem. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say the name until appropriate.
Very well.
Okay. I am playing Francesca de la Rost, La Sombra Bishop.
And soon the pack will meet her. So, as of last episode, Lark and Kobe decided to bring the ghoul of the Anarch Reeve to a very dark room. There, Lark had a conversation with him. He didn't give up much information, but as he is a ghoul, that's to be expected. But she did promise to embrace him if he was to give up his secrets. He asked her to do it there and there, but she didn't. Kobe and Missy on the other, not Kobe and Missy, Alice and Missy on the other hand, went into pickup. Words were exchanged, and to defuse the situation, each parted ways. Alice did not go back as the Crimson One ordered her to. However, she did have a conversation with Daz once she reached home. Missy was able to commandeer 6 people and bring them back to the asylum to fill up the pantry. As the conversations went on through the night, Alice returned, and the Crimson One called them all together to meet in the mirror room with the bishop. And that's where we open. We open with Alice, Missy, Kobe, and Lark standing before the Crimson One and Bishop Delaroth. And before we start, I am Mike, the storyteller. I always forget myself. My children, this is Bishop Delaroth. She is of Clan Lysombra. And incidentally enough, Lark, she's also your sire.
Oh, that one's mine. Fantastic.
Yes, Bishop, that is your child. It seems the bishop
I'll do a
has had a
polite
problem.
incline of the head.
It seems the bishop has run into a slight problem with a pack that you may know. Chainsaw Gutfuck.
Still hate them for that name.
It is most original. I assure you.
They get the job done.
They do, but it seems, as the bishop was telling me, they were attacked tonight. They have been not as fortunate as you in their escapes. Bishop, would you like to tell the pack what you need from them?
Absolutely, I would. As the Crimson One so gracefully introduced, I am Bishop de la Rost. A pleasure to meet all of you, especially one that I now have even higher hopes for. And she's going to look directly at her childer. I have, as the Crimson One has stated, deep worries about a pack that was under my hand, under my protection, that was not only attacked, but one of them nearly eaten. I need all of you to help me in a variety of ways, I suppose would be the best way to say it. I intend to find out everything I can of this attack. I want to find their haven, which normally should not be a problem, but now is a problem. A party bus is always on the move, as it were. I also need to find the fool who thought it a good idea to eat one under my hand. And not only do justice, but I hear all of you are quite adept in getting information no matter the means. If you can do this, well, I am curious to see how. And I am curious to see how well you do.
Thank you, Bishop.
Of course, Crimson One.
You all seem rather starstruck. Do not worry, she does not bite. That is a lie. Some humor to diffuse the situation.
I'll ask first.
I would hope so. So, do you believe yourselves up to this task? It would go a long way to cement your reputation within the sword, within the Sabbat.
I'm good.
I don't see why not.
Excellent.
They all sound so lively, don't they?
Absolutely. Perhaps you would like the name of my dear compatriot who was nearly eaten.
That would be beneficial, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. His name is Snaggle. He's a Nosferatu.
Most of you would remember Snaggle from the first night you were embraced as the bassist for Chainsaw Gutfuck, the one that had the hood up and playing the bass guitar.
You all seem amused.
Nope. Do you have the number plate of the party bus that we're looking for?
Unless they have switched it, I have the most recent registered number.
That would also be beneficial, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Only do you have that, you also know where it is located currently.
Oh, I know. I'm just testing them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to ask its last known location and in what direction it's known to have gone in.
If you have a map, I can tell you the last ping from the GPS.
Can someone pull a map up on their phone?
Yeah, I've got you. Hold on. Just gonna...
Oh, not on phones, darling.
As Ellis puts her phone out towards the bishop.
Oh my
starts
god, yeah,
crackle slightly.
obviously. That. So I'm just gonna pull the phone back.
I
we'll
should
have
have a map of Maine and the surrounding areas. Once that Colby, would you please go down to my room and receive it?
An invitation to your room, Crimson One. Happily.
Perhaps at another time, Bishop, when there is not wolves at our door.
True enough. But you speak so highly of this pack, I have little worries.
There are a few things within the last few days that I would like to discuss with them before they leave with you tonight, if you would not mind.
Not at all. If you all need more information from me, you let me know. And she will walk away, slowly, but before she leaves the room, she's going to turn back to look at her childer with a very expectant smile. And then leave.
Oh. Would you two will please like to explain to me what happened earlier? I do not wish to hear it from different sides. I wish to hear from you both at the same time. That way I'm aware of the situation and can make a judgment. Alice, I want to put forward that the fact that you did not follow my orders, you will be punished for this, but not tonight. But there's too much importance on tonight to hinder you in any way. I need you at 100%. I need all of you at 100% all of the time. So please, explain to me what the fuck happened.
I remove myself from a situation rather than escalate it.
And what was the said situation?
Said situation is or was things being said that didn't need to be said.
Macy? I would remark that as Zemisi laying hands on you is not the same as you would regard. Believe me, that is not something anyone wants to ever happen. However, this pack needs a way to bond together. The problem is you keep splitting up. A pack hunts together, fights together, otherwise it will fall. I have a way to bond each of you so that you know each other's emotions and fears. But I will not do that tonight. I will do that at some other time. Tonight I want you to try at least your damn best, because the bishop will be with you the entire time. And she has far more authority over your lives than I do. You are all extremely smart individuals. So please, do not act like the mortal fools you once were. You are elevated beyond that now. And if you have internal dealings with each other, that is your own thing, but please do not let it interfere with missions. Come to me with your problems and we will deal with it together. Because I cannot have any of you put each other's lives in danger. We've already lost 2 members of this pack. within a week. Whilst Danny is not dead, he is now gone to the Middle East. I'm sure you've noticed it missing. Is that agreeable?
Clear.
Good. Now we are all one big happy family. Go on, hug.
Lark will walk over to Ellis and Macy and just throw her arms around them and pull them real fucking close to her in the middle.
Three-way hug.
Good. I thought we all feel better. Lark, would you please bring the bishop back into the room?
Of course. Walk over, open the door, peek out. Hello. I was asked to come find you.
You did a good job.
As you're talking, you see a large man with a baseball cap coming back with a folded up map. He nods to Francesca, looks at Lark like, oh shit, and makes his way into the room.
You must have done something to scare the poor man.
I have hit a lot of people in the face recently.
Should I ask why?
Because I wanted to.
If you want to end someone, you should aim for the throat. The face may leave a bruise, the throat will ensure they never speak of it if they get up. Don't worry though. We'll train you well.
Lark nods her head and steps out of the way so that you can enter the room.
I do wish to talk later. It has been some time since I made you. I would like to know everything that has happened in your life, my dear.
Of course. I'd like
Good.
to talk to you too.
Good. Now, to business.
As the two of you walk into the room, Kobe has placed out the map against the wall and is holding it up at each side.
Do we not have pushpins? Okay.
There's a concrete wall, your bishopness.
And pushpins can go into grouts. What do you want from me? This was the last non-GPS location. The nearest entrance, I assume, is down into the aqueducts, which leads into the underground sewer system. Do enjoy.
And of course you will be going with him, would you not, your bishopness?
Oh, absolutely. What better way to observe and to judge than to be right in the action?
That's true.
I will be giving minimal help unless asked. But only because this pack is your pride, is it not? I am excited to see what it can do.
Pride is my pack, as you were about to say, yes. Kobe, however, you will not be going on this mission. I have something more akin to your talents. We will speak with this after they leave. Macy, I assume you still have the keys to the ATV?
I do. She'll hold them up.
Then your mode of transport is ready.
Mm.
We do not have long. There is a few hours left until dawn. But I trust you all enough to do this right. They are in your hands, Bishop. Please take care of them.
I will do my best.
Let's head on out.
How many seats does this ATV have?
2 in the front, and then the back. If I remember, the back has like the bench seats.
It does indeed.
Yeah, 2 in the front, and then the back has bench seats.
Plenty then. Typically, I hear ATV and I think of young hooligans running around in back streets.
Oh, you're gonna be surprised when you see this. So as you guys walk out to the asylum, the Crimson One turns to Kobe and begins to talk to him. The door closes behind you all. Does anyone want to say anything to Kobe or the Crimson One before they leave?
Would like to go grab Dez's shotgun, and I had my bat on me, but I want a weapon.
Yeah, and you do. You walk back to where the pack rests their head, and the shotgun has not moved; it is still against the wall. Is there anything anyone else wants to grab before they leave?
Ellis would grab Snickers.
Snickers has not left your side, so it just runs up your
Okay,
leg.
cool.
And is
No,
on
she's
your
got him then.
shoulder. The little rat is just looking around, cleaning itself.
I am gonna go put the bowl of blood that I was supposed to test. I'm gonna test later on, anyways, in the pack room and just hide it.
Yep. Again, just put the bowl. The bowl is in the room somewhere. There's blood.
Yep.
David is left stewing in the dark.
Yep. I have the 22. I'm gonna take the 22 that Kobe gave me, and I also have my whip just in case.
Is Alice bringing any weaponry, or is she just going to use her bone crafting abilities
Ellis has had her go on her, so
the entire time?
Yeah.
Okay, not a problem. So, you guys leave out the front door. You make your way around to the back, and there it is. There's the ATV, which is a old and remodified Bank of America transport vehicle.
Ta-da! Here's Bertha.
We pile into the back.
yeah, boy.
Alright, I'll drive, and I guess I'll pull up the GPS stuff, and we'll head on our way there.
Alright, who got into the back and who got into the front?
Who's driving?
Macy's driving.
Macy is driving.
All right. Then I got in. Lark got in the back.
Yeah, so did Ellis.
Ella Ross?
The front, please.
I am gonna move my phone the farthest away that I can from this woman and have the GPS like you know how most vehicles have like a side cup holder by the driver's side? That's where she put her phone.
There's also a little slidey thing in the cab that you can move across to put people in the back if you need to. So, you begin to drive off.
Mm-hmm.
So is this how every mission begins for all of you, in dead silence?
No. Usually there's a lot of arguing.
Oh.
By that I mean loud, enthusiastic discussion, which sounds like arguing.
I see. This is, awkward.
We usually plan what we think is going to be the best course of action for dealing with whatever situation's been put in front of us. And so if we are looking for a party bus and we don't want them leaving, I think the best way is actually we disable the bus when we find it. And then they can't go anywhere. Well, in the bus.
This is a good option. But then there is no way for them to escape if they are under siege. They were attacked by a group of anarchists, as far as I have been told.
Do we have any information as to which of these people were the ones attacking?
I do not have any names of the Anarchs, no. All I know is that my pack, Chainsaw Gutfuck, which I will forever despise them for naming themselves this, but it brings in people to the heavy metal crowd, so whatever, how do you say, whatever pulls their chain? Whatever.
Whatever floats the boat.
The pack is small, with a Ramrod, a Snaggle, Sorena and Erika, Bruja, Nosferatu, Zimitzi, and the Ministry. As far as what has happened, all I am aware is that they were tracked down by a group of Anarchs. Snaggle perished and was nearly eaten as one of the Anarchs began screaming, "Praise Amaranth!" and then tried to eat him. 2 of my pack have escaped. However, Sorena is missing.
Know what Amaranth means?
Do you?
Could you clarify what Amaranth means?
I could if Mike tells me.
Amaranth is another word for diablerie.
Another word for what?
Diablerie.
Diablerie.
Oh. It is a special fancy word for the new colloquialism would be the spicy sip.
I don't suppose you want to clarify what this. Yeah, what's that? What's the
Okay.
spicy sip?
It's the Diablerie. Angelo told me
I was
about
gonna
it.
say, like, my
It's
version
that
of
one.
spicy sip is habanero infused vodka. Like, that's a spicy sip.
Ew. That sounds nasty.
You have to drink some really weird things, and yeah, sometimes. Okay.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
So these Anarchs were essentially trying to diablerize the pack, and they were successful with one of them, and one of them's still missing.
They attempted to with Snaggle. I do not know if they were fully successful or not. I am betting on not. Snaggle was, for as idiotic as they tended to be, did have enough strength to fend off a mere Anarch. So. But yes, in essence, one of them nearly diablerized. Another attacked. They all attacked. One missing.
And it's Serena that's missing.
Sorry.
Sorry, is it Serena that's missing?
Yes, it is Sorena.
You all remember Serena again from the band as the one with what you all assumed were body modifications at the time.
She wasn't the one that got all uppity when I bowed at her, right? Or is that who it was?
That was
Or was that the other one? Okay. So they did it for Diablerie?
As far as I can assume, that is part of the mission. We must find out why they thought this was a good idea. And why they shout praise dinner, essentially.
Cult?
A cult is very possible.
Or one of your own people betrayed.
Wait a minute.
It is quite possible.
That's going on. That's going on a fucking t-shirt.
Sorry.
We were all keeping it together until we saw Mike losing it.
Praise dinner!
Praise dinner.
Put on a t-shirt, I'm sorry.
I'll put it in quotes so we don't forget.
Okay, no, we're serious about him. Oh! The bad guys are...
Yeah.
Okay.
Praise dinner.
Keep it together. It's supposed to be a serious sabbat, bitch.
We can't go on intermission. Let's go.
Right.
Hey, Opal, praise dinner.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
So is this a rescue mission or a find the people doing it and kill them type of mission?
Preferably the latter. Because if they did manage to eat what is mine, then I prefer to punish them and find out exactly what they think they're bragging about. If we can find my pack, or those remaining of it, all the better. Snaggle is a lost cause. I intend to punish him for his weakness as well, for getting caught in the first place. Sorena has to answer for abandoning her pack. We may not be bound by genetics, but a pack is still family. And family does not leave itself behind, survival or not. I am fully of the belief, had she remained, she may have actually aided Snaggle and not only captured, but perhaps killed their pursuers. She's a Missy, after all. They're quite formidable, quite adaptable. Snaggle is not Nosferatu, he has weaknesses that she does not, and vice versa. For her to abandon everyone, go missing, and, most insulting, not inform me of where she was going, well, time out will be the least of her worries. I don't intend to let any of you die, either. The Crimson One cherishes you. You are their family, their pack. So, even if you do not ask for my help, if one of you seems to be near to the point of, becoming the next snack, I will not allow it to happen. So, feel free to go, as they say, balls to the wall.
That's a fun accent you've got. Where are you from originally?
Germany.
Germany.
But I spent many, many years here in the United States. Mostly New York.
It's at this
Not a bad
point,
place.
Alice, your phone begins to go off.
Yes.
It's a text.
Oh. Look at the text. So when your phone's going off, I assume it's ringing.
I like how you're using Snickers as a telephone.
That's the closest thing to me. That or screeners.
Alice Cotter, when it behooves you, at your earliest convenience, please visit me at St. Mary's Church. Your father.
Just gonna put the phone away. Pretend like she didn't see the text. Just nope.
Comes up on red. It comes up on red on his.
Worse. Shouldn't have even opened the bubble.
Everything all right, Miss Ellis?
Absolutely dandy, Miss Bishop.
You have been very quiet, little mouse. She will turn to the lovely young kindred beside her.
Basic.
Oh, just silently observing.
The road, I hope.
She's been focusing on the road.
It is a very big vehicle.
And Macy's like 5'2". She's small.
Get my chair up close and all.
Now she has like a the phone book. She's sitting on a phone book. Like
A booster seat. We'll get you a real booster seat.
I need a booster seat.
Well, as my parent, I feel the need to fill the silence with some stereotypical parent things. So you have all been with my dear for quite some time now, correct?
It's been a week.
Yeah, a week is long enough to know some things. Tell me, what has been going on? What have you all done in your time here? Apparently, my own has smashed people's faces repeatedly.
Lark just sitting there like,
With my bat in my lap, just do it again.
when Chester looks back at Lark, she does see a very, very spiky baseball bat.
Uncouth. There are easier, less messy ways.
It's
We can
effective
fix
for
that.
Lark.
For now. Why splatter your food when you can eat it?
No one asked Damien Hirst that. And no one asked Damien Hirst that.
Who is Damien Hirst?
Painter. Never mind.
No, now I am very interested.
I'm just gonna pull up a phone and find a photo and then hold it up from a distance because otherwise it's not gonna work. So just kind of like,
Are they your intended?
no, it's just a painter. He takes things and mashes them up, and it's art. That was when you have to explain yourself, it's not as funny. It was a reference to how smashing something up can make it still beautiful.
That's a very Bruja sentiment.
I have no idea what that means.
That is alright. Sounds much like Pollock. Never cared for Pollock. You can turn here. There is a, what do you call them now? A sloshway, a river, whatever. It cuts off the road to drain out into the sewer system. If you have good brakes, then it's a quick shortcut.
We're going to turn and take the path suggested.
As you do, as you turn, you come across a aqueduct that is meant to be flowing things out.
This was their last known ping location. As the GPS rarely works underground, I assume they went down.
However, the ATV itself is a bit too big to get in.
Yeah, she's gonna park it.
As you park up at the side, you see little bits of drainage running off. Not much, but it's enough. It's enough for the four of you to walk in shoulder to shoulder, but not tall enough for the ATV to get in.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get on out. Field trip time.
Each of you can smell the sewage. It's not nice, but it's not too bad either. It's not summer, so it's not festering.
Quick question. If the ATV isn't fitting down here, I'm guessing that the party bus wasn't fitting down here anyway.
The party bus did, in fact, fit down there, but it's smaller, it's more compact. It's one of those buses, you know the buses you would see in town? Those ones you have for parties?
Oh, the little pedal buses? Okay. So the aqueduct is smaller than the size of our ATV, but big enough to fit in a party bus. I'm just trying to clarify that.
The ATV is more of a box. It's boxier. It's bigger at the back than the bus.
Okay. No, it's fine. You don't need to justify it. I wanted to understand for my own, understanding.
Is it dark? It's dark, I'm assuming, in this pit, this sewage system.
It is.
All right. I'll activate Oblivion Sight.
Mm-hmm.
Alice will just use the torch on her phone.
Oblivion said as well.
Little
And
light.
this-
Keep it in the pocket. Just the phone light going out.
Just like,
and then
yeah.
Macy's got the gun ready to go.
Okay. So, pardon me. You begin to walk through the sewers. And it is exactly as what Lark described when she was younger. It's a sewer. The walls are made from brick. There's water under your feet. Probably best not to look down. Just you're walking through. Open weren't open-toed shoes, right?
No.
Nope.
No. Good. Good. You're walking now. You can hear the sloshing, the movement, and then you come to a crossroads. Goes left. Goes right.
All right.
Bishop
Is
knows.
there anything that would indicate someone passing through that area? Scrapes along the wall, smashed refuse that like a tire could have gone over, or something that would indicate somebody went in that area?
Give me wits investigation. Do you all want to roll that?
Four successes.
4. Did anyone else roll witch investigation?
What was it for?
To see if anyone had come this way, broken like treads.
Which investigation did you say?
I am not
Yes.
bothering with it at all.
No.
No.
Yeah.
My pool is so bad.
That's one success.
Okay. Alice, with your phone, you're looking around, but there's only so much of a cone of light that it can cover at one time. Lark, you can see in perfect clarity. And you see going to the right, there's a scrape of paint along the wall, black paint, as if something turned in a vehicle and went down. There's also a scraping along the bottom where a tire sort of went over. On the left-hand side, you also see what looks like drag marks moving up in that direction.
And you said it was the left side?
On the left side, there's drag marks. On the right-hand side, there's paint scripting along the wall and the tire mark.
Down which tunnel? Because it's a T, right? Which side of the tunnel? Like which what?
So to the right,
To the right.
going around the corner, there is a scripting of paint along the wall and
Got
a
it.
scripting of a tire mark going over something. On the
Got it.
left-hand side of the T, there seems to be like drag marks from someone struggling along the walkway, the brick walkway goes up.
Okay. So point out the scrape marks on the right side. Basically, it looks like a bus went that way. Looks like somebody went this way. To the left. So, we following a bus or are we following a person?
Shit.
I suppose it depends what we're more interested in finding, the bus or a person.
Well, the bus has the offenders in it. The person is
Correction.
What?
The bus
Yes?
was the one that belonged to Chainsaw Godfuck.
Oh, sorry. My bad. That was my mistake. Okay, so if we're looking for the offenders, we probably want to go down the left side. If we're looking for Chainsaw Gutfuck, we want to go to the right. If we're trying to, okay. Do we want to go to the right and just see if we can find the people that are responsible first and then find the actual hack?
Yeah, let's head right first because we don't know if any of them stayed behind. So take those out first if there was anybody left behind. And then we are going to have to book it towards the other side because we don't know how long they've been gone when they left or if they're even still here. And trails do tend to go cold after a certain time.
All right. To the left.
So are you going right or left?
Drag marks like the person. I think that was to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not following the bus. We're following the trail that looks like at least one single individual went that way. The drag marks, we're following those.
So if you go left, you can walk up onto a small concrete platform that goes straight ahead. And if you keep following the drag marks, they lead into what looks like a metal door in the side.
Okay.
So the scraping goes into the side of the metal door, just under it. There's maintenance
Hey,
on
can
top
we
of it.
hear anything through the door? Like, is there any noise coming from inside of it? Like on the other side of the door?
And if you have a specs,
Nope, I don't yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
then unfortunately, no, you do not hear anything from the other side of the door.
Okay. Is the door stuck, locked? Does it open if someone goes, like if Lark goes up to open the door, is it gonna open?
Do you want to go up and open the door?
First I'm gonna turn to Macy and Alice and be like, all right, guns at the ready.
Macy's aiming at the door.
Alice got her gun out.
Uh-huh.
And
All right.
Snickers is just
Lark.
Snickers hasn't moved from Alice's shoulder. It's just like, what am I doing here?
So
Just
if the door
vibing.
pulls open, towards us, Lark is gonna grab it, pull it, and get behind it. If it pushes in, she's gonna swing with it and get against the wall.
The door goes inward.
Inward. All right. So she's gonna basically put her body up against the door, push in, and then try to get as close to the wall and the door as possible going in. So if there's anything right there, Ellis and Macy can shoot it.
So as Lark opens the door and swings inward and moves around, it looks exactly like it says on the door. Maintenance. There is a side wall filled with paint cans and a few bits and bobs of tools. There's a map on the other side, a small table. The map shows the sewer entrances and sewer grates and all the aqueducts and whatnot. And the scraping on the floor seems to move towards a wall and disappear.
Fuck.
There is a light in this room. Just want to turn it off.
What, flip the light on? Lark is gonna use Oblivion sight, like, because she already has it going, just to see what she can see before turning a light on. Because if the door opened loud, we've already alerted them to our presence, but at the same time, if we don't know, they can see in the dark, which might be our advantage. So gonna do that first and see if I can see anybody aside from where the track marks end at the wall.
Okay. So, Lark's looking around there, and what's Alice doing?
She just has the torch, so I suppose she's just shining the torch,
Alright,
trying to see if anything appears.
Okay, and Missy?
Macy still has the gun aimed at the door, but she is also paying attention to the surroundings, especially because the tunnel still goes down past the maintenance. Right?
The tunnel keeps going further down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know if it's an ambush setup, so she's keeping aware of her surroundings right now to see if she hears any water sloshing or running up.
If you keep listening further on down, if you keep listening further on down, you can't hear water sloshing, but it sounds like it's going over like a small waterfall sort of thing. Alright, so you're in this room, the four of you. There's, like I said, tools on one side. There's a map and a desk on another, and the wall facing you as you walk in is where the scraping stops and disappears.
Could I investigate the area where it disappears from?
Yeah. Want to do me another wits investigation?
Mm-hmm. That's 2 successes.
Ooh. So, as Alice is, I assume she's like feeling the wall.
Yeah, sure.
So as she's feeling the wall, it feels like it can move, but not through force.
Can I make an intelligence roll then to ascertain what would make it move if it's not force?
Yep. Do me an intelligence technology.
That's a decent roll for me, actually. That's 4 successes.
4 successes. Alice, you've seen enough horror movies in your time. You also know enough about secret backdoor meetings that are used to a certain lever or mechanism that will remove a hidden door to reveal a whole new area.
Can I find it?
Give me a wits technology.
That's as good a call, to be honest. It is not.
Missy, what are you doing as Alice is looking around the room and feeling walls?
I am still going to keep watch outside because there needs to be somebody outside keeping watch.
Yeah.
Lark is going to keep an eye on what Ellis is doing and go over to the map to look at it, because if it's outlining sewer systems and tunnels, it's probably a good idea for us to know.
As Lark, as you look at this map, you see on it strange symbols written on various parts of it that look like small little scratch marks that if you knew Roman numerals, you could tell they look like numbers, but not
Okay.
quite.
Got it. Lark knew that Macy had that book, yeah? All right. she'll wait a second because if she knows that Macy's kind of guarding the door, she'll can't take picture because her phone's a brick. Sucks. Yeah, she'll actually walk back over to Macy and then basically pull the shotgun, which is strapped to her back up, and go look at the map. Tell me if that means anything to you.
I am gonna go head in and look
And
at
then
the
she'll
map.
keep watching.
So, you look at the map, and again, you see the scrapings that Lark has pointed out. Roll me your intelligence occult.
Yay! This is gonna be fine. Woo woo.
Alice, you're looking around this room. You're freeing the wall, and you're looking around at the desk, the map, the tools on the side. But there's nothing that screams to you. I'm a lever. Pull me. Again, it's still dark, and you've only got that one cone of sight with your phone.
Can I just go escape room with it and just start touching any random object that I see in that case?
You can. You can indeed. One.
Yeah.
So you're looking at these markings on the map, and they're not screaming anything at you. Just it looks like the random etchings of some madman in the sewers.
I'm gonna
Just
take a
why is
picture.
someone scraping these stuff on the map?
I'm taking a picture and sending it to the Crimson One. Be like, hey, does this mean anything?
Okay. It doesn't go through straight away
That's fine.
because there's no reception down here.
Oh, we love that.
So
Just take the map off the wall, fold it up, and stick it in your pocket.
Is it behind glass? Because I know some maps in like maintenance rooms are
made of metal. It's metal. It's a metal sheet map.
Oh well, shit! I thought it was just like pinned to the wall.
No,
My
no,
bad.
it's a metal sheet map that you find in the sewers so that they don't like decompose from moisture.
Mm-hmm.
So, Alice, you're walking around the room. You're pulling things, popping things. You guys see her walking around the room doing this?
Okay, I have a specialty with wits and awareness for concealed objects. Can I use it to find the switch?
Well, Alice hasn't told anyone about the switch.
Well, she's okay. Yeah, that's true. She's looking for something, though. We can tell she's looking for something. Alice, do you find anything?
I'm looking for a switch.
Would you like some help with that?
Absolutely.
All right.
So, with the two of you going around, Opio, Alice? What's your wits and investigation total?
I think it's 4.
4.
It is.
All right, and with that, Lark, could you roll me your wits and investigation plus your specialty for concealed objects with a
Sure.
+2 to the +1 dice for help from Alice.
So 6 with a critical.
Jesus.
Not messy.
So the two of you walk around this room, and the desk seems strange. It's not metal, it's wood. And as both of you walk over towards it, Alice, you lift it up, and Lark, you can see just under the bottom of it a switch on the underside of it. I'll assume Lark pulls the switch.
Yes.
Yeah, so Lark hits the switch, and you hear the grinding of gears as the wall lifts, revealing a doorway that leads to a metal set of steps leading up.
Get going upstairs.
Yeah, I missed the description because if you can't tell, I have a lot going on at the moment. I apologize.
So as the wall lifts, you see a doorway. There's no door in front of it. It just leads onto a metal platform that leads to metal stairs that lead upwards.
Lark will go first with her eyes of with her oblivion sight.
He's following with Lark.
Yeah, I'm just gonna carry on up the stairs.
I'll
Is
take
it?
the rear.
And the bishop is snugly in the middle.
Yep.
Alright. So you guys start walking up the stairs. Are you trying to be quiet or just walking?
Lark will try to be quiet. Yes.
Can I do my lovely obfuscate silence of death so I cannot be heard at all?
And indeed. Alice, you trying to be quiet or are you just putting along?
Yeah, she's not trying to be loud.
Okay. So if you can roll me your dex stealths, you two. Actually, 1 second. Let me double check something real quick. Let me double check something real quick.
That has me
Okie dokie.
concerned.
Don't be concerned. Everything is okay.
All of the concern.
When
Actually, I'm gonna go.
have I done it? When have I ever done anything you should be concerned about? I love it when my bloody thing isn't where it should be. Yeah. Unfortunately, Silence of Death is no longer a AoE effect.
It's just personal.
Yeah, it used to be an AoE, so I was double checking.
Yeah, so it's just stealth rolls for everyone who's not using something like that.
So just dex stealth from.
That's 3 successes for Ellis.
3 successes for Lark.
Ooh. Okay. Y'all a bunch of sneaky girls tonight. So you make your way up the stairs. Quietly. I need to make a roll now. I assume there's no conversation between any of you as you're walking up the stairs.
Hand gestures and eye signals, and that's, you know, like, yeah, if you need to
Oh!
stop, it's
Hand gestures. Okay.
okay.
I'm quite happy to
Nothing
hear that.
obscene, but if we have to pause or something, Lark is going to hold up a hand to let everyone know she's stopped, so that they don't smash into the back of her. You know what I mean?
So you guys are walking up the stairs. Ding, 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 ding. Quiet as mice. Alice, you notice that Snickers is getting a little bit agitated. He doesn't want to be here. But yeah, he wants to run away. And you can all feel the temperature is slowly starting to drop the further you go up. Can I get a witch perception? Nope, not witch perception. That's not a thing.
Awareness.
Awareness. Witch awareness, please, from the group.
3 successes.
Four successes.
Okay. Alice and Lark. As you keep ascending the stairs, you can see a camera planted to the wall, pointing down to a set of ladders that lead upwards into what looks like a small manhole.
She's gonna tap Lark on the shoulder and then point to the camera. And then
Lark is gonna pull. Oh God, her phone. She can't text. That text is gonna take 30 minutes to do. So
If you look at your phone, you still see no bars.
she's
that's
gonna
right,
she's
it's
gonna gesture to Lark, gesture to the camera, and then kind of be like a stretching and a touching gesture, like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is just go like Lark can just go up to it and try to fry it essentially with her bane by just touching it and making it staticky and.
Missy. Stella Ross has got a really big hat on. And you're keeping your eyes on the behind in case somebody comes up. So you do not see this camera.
Nope.
But you also do not see anybody coming up from behind the group. You also hear no noise.
Mm.
So is Alice gonna like maneuver Lark towards the camera?
How?
There is there's more stairs going up, and there's a walkway where you guys are, and there's a bit of a drop down towards you were going. Next level up is where the camera is, on another walkway.
Yeah, in that case, Ellis would boost Lark to be able to reach
Try
it.
to boost her over like out there.
If necessary, I can make my arms long, like Mr. Spaghetti arms.
That would
You know, the Mr. Men? Mr. Tickle. Mr. Tickle. I can make my arms long like Mr. Tickle.
I hate that story, and thank you for reminding me of that. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
It's about
Mr. Tickle Arms.
It's about 15 foot.
It's Mr. Tickle arm time, I'm afraid. In that case, I can't
Maybe,
stretch you.
hold on. Maybe we should talk about it, because the thing is that I know that I don't appear on the cameras. So if I'm standing in front of somebody, so if Ellis crouches behind Lark and we kind of shuffle by the camera, it's gonna fritz out on my person and it wouldn't catch you. But this requires a conversation, so Lark is gonna whisper this. Especially if she hears the tickle arms thing, she's gonna be like, no, we don't need to do that. Just kind of stay behind me. Because no matter what, Lark is gonna be given away, and so is the bishop, because we're gonna freak out on the cameras regardless. And if someone knows what Lasombra do, if someone watching that camera knows what a Lasombra is, they're gonna know immediately that at least one is coming this way.
Oh, in that case, then why don't you and the bishop come up front and act like you haven't seen the camera? Then everyone will think, oh, there's just 2 people. We'll emerge, and then Macy and I will be there with guns, pew pew, if required.
Mark will look back at the bishop. Would you like to come up front over here and wreck that camera with me?
Define wreck.
We're going to use the fact that technology freaks out to our advantage and conceal the other two.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the plan we'll try to enact, is essentially the bishop and Lark will try to kind of hide Ellis and Macy so that they are an unknown quantity walking up, because there's not really a good way to disguise ourselves with the technology freaking out.
Yeah, good luck with you. Okay. So, the bishop and Lark, Childer and Sire, go to the front of the group. And due to hide behind the La Sombra tag team.
Macy has no idea what's going on, but she figured out pretty quickly.
Oh no, she could hear them whispering. Like it wasn't
Okay.
overly loud, but
Yeah.
enough that she
Okay.
could hear the plan.
Yeah,
You were-
sorry,
you
we
were
had
all
to
close enough
whisper.
together.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all close enough together. And with that, the two La Sombra walk forward, with Ellis and Missy behind. And the camera doesn't look like it's Fritzen. Then again, how would you tell unless you were watching it? A minute goes by.
It doesn't look like it's fritzing.
Nope.
Oh no, it's analog. Duh. Can I make a technology roll to see if I can tell if the camera's an analog or a digital camera?
Yeah, you can.
What's that roll?
Again, that'd be,
Intelligence tech?
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2 successes. That's shit for that pool.
You can use your willpower if you wish to.
It depends. 2 successes enough to know.
Nope.
Then I will roll a willpower to reroll the 4. Reroll my failures.
Reroll your 3. Yeah.
That is 2 successes and one of them's a critical.
So that's 4 with a crit.
Yes.
Okay. So, looking at this camera, it does look like one of the older models. It looks old. But whether it's analog or not, you wouldn't really know unless you were behind the screen. You can tell that it's definitely installed recently. And you can tell that chances are it's probably digital, made to look old.
Okay, so it is digital.
Yes. Made to look
So
old.
it should fritz out. By that logic, it should fritz.
By the logic I am explaining to you, you can't see what's happening on the camera screen.
No, the reason I asked to roll to see if it was analog or digital is because we know technology of a certain time still works. So that phone, the Nokia phone, that works. So that's before a certain time that technology works. The roll was to ascertain whether that camera.
You can
would-
you probably know if it, you probably know it's fritzing. However, you can't tell by looking at the camera. It's not there.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
The assumption is we are not being seen because we are not looking at the screen on the other side to know whether or not it's working. We are assuming it is new enough technology that the La Sombras are affecting whoever is watching the camera on the other side.
Yes, I was just trying to ascertain based on
Yep.
the way the camera looked. That's what I was asking.
It's like out there. It's not like going haywire or anything.
No, I
And then it
wouldn't
has
expect.
gone by.
No, that's not what I was expecting. I was literally just asking based on the make of the camera.
And a minute goes by,
Okay.
and the gridding opens. Are you two
Cutie.
gonna stay there or what? What's going on down there? Hey, Hey. Come out. Don't make us come down there. The only thing they hear is the laughter.
Mm-hmm.
We got a fucking Joker in the back exit. I'll sort the shit out. So, this man doesn't descend the stairs. Descend the ladder. He jumps down. Holy shit, there's fucking 4 of you.
How we're hiding behind the other two. How does he see us?
He's standing there in front of you. He jumped down. Alice, you're taller than all these. And so
Obviously, I'm crouched down. The entire point was that they were hiding behind them.
Macy is small.
fair enough.
Macy's
enough.
small, and the entire
You know
point is they were hiding behind them. Like,
No, I'll allow that. I'll allow that. That's one big hat you got there, missus. What the fuck are you two doing here?
What are you doing here?
I work here. How the fuck did you get here?
We walked.
Yeah, well, how about you walk back before I make you walk back?
Oh, that is so cute.
Yeah, right.
I'll go ahead
Take
and
out a gun.
cast. Oh, so cute. I'm gonna go ahead and use Arms of Ahriman.
Oh dear.
Wee.
So- Roll me. Okay. Let me see. Been a while since this was done. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Good timing. Alright, so you're rolling your Arms of Ahriman.
You told me to play an impatient cold bitch, so I'm doing it.
Which, I love how my cheat sheet is completely broken and doesn't tell me what I need to know. So roll me your what is it? Cold Oblivion, I believe.
It looks like they attack using the vampire's wits and oblivion, benefiting from potence when inflicting damage.
Yep. So roll me your Wits and Oblivion on a rise check.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for oblivion. Wits is a 4. 1, 2, 4. Alrighty. So on the wits and oblivion, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. And on the rouse check, that is a... I forget if one is a messy critical.
It is, and you get hungrier.
Yeah.
Oh, my dear girl. This man wants to stand between us. You better drink his sad ass dry. Why did I choose if you can't even do that? And Alice, Lark, Alice and Missy, this is the first time you've seen this ability in action. Lark, you've seen it, didn't like it. And from the shadows that manifest around Francesca, 4 large tendrils of about 9 foot in length pop out of her. Holy fuck! You're one of those bitches! And he's going to attempt to shoot you with his pistol.
I would like to knock one of them out. Can I even do that?
Yes, your 4 arms. We here at the Figment Collective, we have changed the Arms of Ahriman rule to actually be a little bit better than what they nerfed it to, which means you get to move your arms 4 times independently before you move yourself.
Okay, I want to smack the gun out of his hands.
Okay, so roll me strength and brawl and potence.
While that's being rolled, can Lark look up where he jumped from and see anybody else up there.
So you want to get closer?
I'm asking from where we are if I can see without getting closer. Can I see?
From where you are, you can see lights on the rim and what looks like mist, like going over the hole.
Okay, but I can't see anybody else.
You can't see anybody else coming down so far.
Okay.
I have 6 successes, including a critical.
Oh my! All right, and he's going to roll the shoot. As he aims at you, one of those tentacles comes along and just cracks the gun out of his hand, smacking it into the wall and down the 15-foot. Oh,
Young
fuck
man,
this.
Young man, I'm going to give you an option. You can either go and lead us willingly to wherever the fuck you actually think you run, or I can bring you up there with your neck snapped and still conscious so that you can see us decimate your friends.
Oh. Nah, fuck you, bitch. And he is going to activate for 11s.
And I'm going to use a tendril to wrap around his neck.
While that's happening, can I mesmerize him?
Not from where you are, because you're currently behind.
Can I pop up like a Jack in the Box and mesmerize him?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So what are you trying to command him to do?
Is it too vague a command to say answer all of my questions truthfully?
Yes.
Answer my next 5 questions truthfully.
I'll see how high you get in the rolls.
Okay.
Because he has to resist.
Specified time. I feel like I go 3. I feel like 3 is a fair number. Specified time frame. It can't last forever. Right. Rouse check.
Okay. Lark, you wanted to say something?
I was going to say I'm questioning my judgment. I am bad at math. But I'm going to calculate this risk. The reason I was seeing if I could see anybody is I was thinking about using Soaring Leap to get to the ladder above the dude. That he instead of like actually climbing down, he dropped down and basically grab onto that and be kind of above him. But I wanted to make sure somebody wasn't lurking in the upper area because I want to get a look into that room.
Yeah, from where you can see, you can't see anybody up there currently.
Okay, so that is what I would like to do, but I'm going to keep once I get up there, I'm going to look up and see if I can't see anybody.
Okay. Missy.
Macy is just waiting for a prime opportunity because everybody else has got it handled right now.
Fair enough. No expenditure of blood. So, you see...
Do you want me to tell you what my rolls are?
Yes, I'm going to explain this and then I'll get to the rules in a second, okay? So, you see this man just reach his arms forward as claws begin to extend from his fingertips. You've seen this before when one of Lark's friends got really angry at Alice and tried to go for her. Bishop Delaroth, I will need you to grapple. So another strength brawl, please. Remember to add your potence. Alice.
Gained a hunger, but 4 successes. So
okay. So thankfully, he doesn't get a chance to look away from you because he currently has tentacles wrapped around his neck. Macy, you're looking at this going, good times.
Good times, though. If once Lark leaves up, she's gonna keep an eye on Lark.
I got 4 successes on my roll to do that.
All right. And
9 successes on the grapple.
Again, you guys just see a tendril, one of the other tendrils reach out and just circle around this man's throat, just hold him there. His eyes bulge open, his Alice pops up and tries to mesmerize him. He gets to resist that. And what was it you got again, Alice?
4.
4? Okay, not a problem.
Do you need the opposing roll?
Have I rolled it? Yep. He did not succeed. And I
Cool.
need Dex Athletics Strength Athletics from Lark to Whippling.
4. A 4. I got a 4 on that one.
Lovely. So, one of the arms of Ramon just reach out, wrap around this guy's throat. Alice, as the bishop leans forward for this to throw itself out, you pop up, lock eyes with the man, and say,
You will answer my next 3 questions truthfully.
his eyes go into the back of his head. You don't know if it's because he's choking or because the dominant has taken place. As you're doing that, Lark, you see what's going on, and you leap over this man, and you grab on the ladder, and you can look down from behind him. If you wanted, you could swing your bat and just smack him in the back of the head. Macy, you're watching. You're waiting.
I'm looking up to see if I can see better into that room he came from.
So you look up into the hole, and you see very bright lights and a lot of mist. And as you're climbing up the ladder, you can feel your skin and the air around you become very cold.
All right. Wasn't going to go all the way up into the room. I was just going to see if I could see anything better from right below.
Yeah,
So,
as you're looking up, you can see that there's lights in the ceiling. It's a very white room. From what you can tell, the ceiling is very, very white. And you can see floating, looks like ice crystal mist just over the top of it.
Ew.
The guy looks at the two of you. And he will attempt to claw at the tendril. Now, you told him to answer your questions. No one ever told him to stop.
No, I wasn't expecting him to. Whilst he is with his claws, can I I know what I want to do, but I don't know if it's possible with the way B5 treats vicissitude. I would like to pin his arms to his sides, if that's possible, using bone crafting. But I don't know if it's because technically this is combat. I'm not sure if this is something that I can do.
You could do it on yourself. You could make yourself do things with your bone crafting during the combat, but not another person.
Okay, how about this? How about this? I would like to bone craft myself to expand my ribs to create essentially a jail cell around him. So, and then arms beside his sides, and then snap off the ribs.
Yeah,
So
you could do that. So you'll need, but that will take.
I'm channeling garble water for right now. That's my inspiration.
I will take a turn. He will still have a chance to do what he's about to do with
yeah, that's fine.
His claws. Macy?
She is just gonna slowly walk around the thing because they haven't even noticed her yet. She's silent. She's just gonna head towards the fucking ladder and look up. Would I recognize those ice crystals in any way, shape, or form? Working in a hospital.
Intelligence, science.
Thank you.
Alright, so Bishop, he is going to try and claw one of your tentacle babies.
Damn it.
Oh, that's cute. Slam his face into the floor.
Alright, again, same roll for you. Actually, you know what? Yeah, go for it. Same roll for you.
Nice.
7 success.
No.
No. So, as you arch him up to slam him, His hand cuts through the tentacle. He drops to the floor and looks at you. You see him snarling, "You fucking La Sombra bitch." And he's going to rush towards you.
Cute puppy.
And what did you get, Will?
No hunger, and it was a 4 messy critical.
A messy
Go
crit.
Ellis. Go Ellis. Go Ellis.
Your clothing begins to rip apart as the bones spurt out of you, blood soaked and viscera, and clamp around him. His arms pulled to the side as he is about to jump at the bishop, and he's held there stuck. At least for now.
Cute puppy. Well done, Ellis.
Tipping him out awkwardly. The hat's up here because she's kind of. Can I ask my questions now?
You can, but he's also going to try and break free your ribs. Anytime he breaks a rib on you, you will be taking damage.
That's fine.
First, Macy, what did you roll for your... Nothing? These ice crystals, they just look like ice crystals.
It's just somewhere cold.
Yeah. Lark?
If it looks like they have a handle on what's going on down there, Lark is going to go up.
Okay. Is Missy going to join Lark as she
Yep.
ascends the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we will return to you in 1 second. Bishop Delarost and Ellis. This man is clamped up and he's struggling. He's angry. He's trying to break free. What is your first question?
What is in the room above us? I feel is pertinent. So I'm going to go for that one.
The fucking meat locker. And he is going to... I'll need you to do me your stamina and vicissitude against his strength and brawl. Yes.
In an attempt to try and prevent him from breaking any of Ellis's ribs, may I use my last 2 tentacles to wrap around his body?
You still have 3. You only killed 1.
Oh, okay.
You definitely can. So
I don't want Ellis getting hurt.
I'm not going to make you roll for this because he has no way to oppose it. So
Question.
as yes,
With his truthful answer,
Mhm.
Is there a way to... I would like to insight to see if there's more he didn't say as I'm climbing up the ladder.
he was asked to speak truthfully.
Truthfully doesn't mean giving all information.
Sure.
Is there a way to insight that and check that to see if it's like that? I'm telling you the basic truth. Or can I just assume that?
Well, as Lark is going up, she can't see that she is in fact in a fridge. It's where, and you can see meat hanging on hooks. Big
What
slabs
is
of
that?
cow,
Oh, that's up here.
big slabs of cow, pig. And if she keeps investigating, we'll see. We'll return.
Okay.
So,
Next question. For my next question,
as I was about to say before the next question, he gets no opposing roll, so the tentacles wrap around his neck, wrap around the midsection, and wrap around his legs. He can no longer move. He can't even struggle against it.
You're not hurting the person asking you questions now, are you? This could be so much easier. And she's being very kind. Or they are being very kind.
she's fine. For now. Give it a season. My next question is, who do you work for?
Oh, tooth.
Say sawtooth.
Yes, he did.
Cool. She's gonna look across to the bishop and be like, do you know who that is?
Do I know who that is?
From the information you've garnered, Sawtooth is another reeve for one of the barons.
Oh, he's another baron.
No, he's a reeve for a baron.
Oh, he's a reeve for a baron.
And for my final trick, I will ask, where are the... I'm going to make an assumption here and see if it pays off. Where are the Sabbat members you dealt with?
He looks at you confused for a second. We only have fucking one of them.
Good enough!
Is that who I find up there?
No. So we'll go back
Who
to
do I
Missy
find
and
then?
Lark. We'll go back to Missy and Lark. As the two of you are up there, and you are looking around, you see it is in fact a meat locker. You see on the wall, Sammy's Butchers.
I called this
Oh,
place earlier.
shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you did.
Macy
And-
just looks like she's having an aneurysm.
There is stacks of meat. Stacks of meat. From cow to pig, all hung up on meat hooks. But the fridge looks very, very small comparative to what normal fridges look like.
Secret tunnel. Can we do what we did before and look again?
Hey.
Use my concealed objects specialty
Candy
and see if we can find it.
is Missy going to help?
As best as she can.
Everyone complaining about it being too warm, and in here it's too cold. However, you two notice that you're in a freezer. You don't feel cold. You don't feel anything.
I still have the thing going.
4 successes.
You haven't
5
fed yet,
successes.
right?
I still have it
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Missy, you do feel cold.
Yeah.
I got 5 successes.
Lark, you're looking around. Again, you move some carcass out of your way of whatever meat that was. And again, a wall that, if you look at the ground, it has moved inward. You can see it scraping
Inward.
along the metal. And on it, there is a key pad.
Okay, so technology doesn't work with the Lasombra. So what happens if I get close to the keypad?
It begins to fritz. It begins to the whole thing begins to go a bit shocky. Like the screen begins to turn black in some areas and normal.
You want to help me force it?
Sure. Let's try to break into this keypad.
Force the door. I'm gonna force the door. I'm gonna try to force the door.
And push the thing in.
What?
You kind of push the wall inward.
Yep, I'm trying to force the door open. Yep.
Okay. Is Missy helping?
Yep.
Yeah, Macy's gonna help.
Help me.
Okay. So I'll need a strength and brawl from the two of you. I'll combine the
It's
scores.
so good.
I will this is going to be a rather high difficulty, so I will combine the scores. Alice and Delarust. This man is snapping at the tentacles. He's still trying to move.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Alice is gonna
Get me the
siphon him.
fuck out of here. Ooh.
Ellis is going to siphon him, 1, to take him out of the game, and 2, to replenish the hunger that she lost on her rouse check.
Okay, so,
I'll just hold him down so they can do that.
alright. Now,
Please do
I
that.
will need a strength brawl from you for this siphon to take effect, because he can, and it will be able to resist it, as is another vampire effect.
You said you need one.
Sorry, can you clarify that for me? Because he's held down by the ribs and the 3 tentacles, right? He can't physically move. How is he going to resist the things digging into him?
You're absolutely right. I'm thinking about the whole kiss thing. You're absolutely
No, I'm not trying to Diablerize him. I'm literally just trying to drain him of blood so that he goes into torpor. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to Diablerize him.
okay. In V5, if you drained him of blood, he would not go into torpor. He would frenzy. Remember what happened with Alec when he was drained of all his blood? He didn't die or go into torpor. He just began going insane.
Vaguely.
May I
That's
offer?
annoying.
May I offer? If Ellis drains them of blood, I will snap their neck.
That'll do.
So,
Teamwork.
Alice, would you like to describe?
Sure. Ellis, who currently has like a giant rib cage growing out of her chest. We're just going to make that worse, and little kind of fleshy tendrils would erupt from her neck and from inside her mouth. They would spin around the man and dig into the sides of his neck and shoulders, and they would just start sucking up the blood that's inside of him. A little bit messy, a little bit gross. If you've ever seen Stargate Atlantis, the wraiths in that, it's very that vibe. And she would continue doing that until he reaches the point where there's nothing else coming out. At which point she would unlatch the tentacles to make room for Delaros's tentacle.
And then once more, I will need a strength and brawl and potence to snap his neck.
What does it mean when I got 2 10s?
That's 2 criticals.
Okay, so
So that's
So it's
4
4.
dice. Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total.
Oh,
Well,
slap.
that beats
That's
the margin that you needed by a lot. So his neck goes as his blood is drained from his body. I falls him.
Banging. Can I, once he's down, can I de-rib cage myself? I'm sorry.
Okay. But you'll need to make another bone cross roll for that.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was asking. It's gonna be
So
annoying.
you're down to 1.
No, I'm down to 0 hunger, because I was only on 1 hunger, and my rouse check just passed, so I'm still on 0 hunger. Slaps. And I need to roll.
In V, you drained him completely of his blood?
So 5 points of vitae to her.
I only needed 1, but I'm extra. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 critical on de-flesh wrapping myself.
It takes a little while, but your bow.
These dice can stay. I'm kind of just going to separate these dice and move them over here so I can use them again.
It takes a little bit for your ribs to go back in, but eventually you're in. You can hear Macy and Lark upstairs as the man is down there. Okay, what did we get, guys? How did we do?
Bestial failure?
One success. I did not use my dice, I used the dice box, and it hates me.
The dice box is bullying me.
So, do Rost and Dialis go after they've dealt with this guard? Do they go up the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You can
as I'm going
see-
up the ladder, sorry. As I'm going up the ladder, can I reach over and just grab the camera and snap it off?
One of your tentacles just whips around, boom, boom, falls to the ground. So you go up, and you see Lark and Macy pushing against this wall to no avail. It's not moving. You don't know if it's because it's stuck with ice, because it's a heavy ass wall, because it is just a wall, or you're
Did you
just not
say?
strong.
Did you say there was a keypad?
Yes.
Would I be able to examine the keypad and look for weathering of the buttons on most keypads?
I had to search for the keypad, so Lark would probably have to point out where it is.
Would Lark be doing that?
If someone asks what the hell we're doing.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
There's a door here.
Is there a
Yes,
key?
Macy, what are you doing, girl? Pushing against this wall.
Who's the
You
absolute?
have not got the strength for it. Just turn on the purple-headed one and eat her. Wait, is that pink? I don't know. By God!
Who's the absolute fuck is talking?
It's
Macy's
the,
No,
beast.
it's her beast.
it's an evangelical preacher.
Okay, I didn't know.
There's a keypad, and yes, there's weathering of buttons, but I'm standing here.
Okay.
I have to move. I thought I was just gonna try to push the door in and see if that worked.
Couple of things. Is it a keypad that has 9 numbers and it's a 9 numerical lock?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 0, hashtag, and the other.
Yeah. Okay. Standard. That's a 4-key pad.
It is.
Okay.
No.
So. Yeah.
If this has been opened by kindred only, there probably wouldn't be as much weathering because they don't secrete the same oils and fluids and crap because they're dead. So
Okay. Yeah, I suppose, Michael, what would be, when I examine it, are there 4 buttons that have any amount of weathering on them?
Once more, give me your wits investigation.
Oh, that's not a good roll for me, man. Ah, 2 successes.
You don't know if it's because of the color of the... Because the buttons are blue. And you don't know if it's because of the ice in the room. But there's nothing screaming at you. Doot, 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 doot. There's no rhyme to the button.
No. Okay, but
None of them.
am I able to identify 4 buttons that look like they've been used more than the others?
No.
Right. Okay. That's me out of ideas then.
can I try again?
To push the wall in.
Yes.
I mean, there's 4 of you now. Are y'all gonna try and push the wall in together?
You want to help me push the door?
Since I rolled a bestial failure, don't I need to roll a compulsion check?
You do.
Yeah, it's a D10, right?
Yep.
Let me roll it. Doo-doo-doo. Dicebot, please do not screw me over. Thank you.
I'm gonna wait to roll my strength and brawl. I rolled a rouse check and I succeeded to rouse the blood.
That is a 2, and on the chart is hunger compulsion. Which I am taking a -2 dice penalty on non-feeding related fools until I slake a hunger.
So, Lark has asked the 3 of you for help to move this here wall.
Before we just go barging in, if I may.
Lark will back up.
I will use the shadows of hands that serve. And I think it's just a rouse check. Yay! No hungry.
What was it you were doing again?
It's an abyss mysticism ritual. The shadows of hands that serve.
It is a rouse check and an occult abyss mysticism rule.
The rouse check was a success. And you said occult and mysticism?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Come here, dice. Ooh, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
With 5 successes. Alice, Missy, Lark, you see as the bishop reaches her hand out to one of the corners of the room, and slowly, as if starts to beckon something from oblivion. A second goes by, and then this little thing pops out of the ground. It looks like a small black imp. It's got horns, a small tail. It's about a foot tall. It just looks at each of you.
Hello,
It has no
Bernard.
mouth, no eyes, no nose that you can see.
Hello, Bernard. Hello, Bernard. You're going to go under this door. You're going to tell me what is on the other side. And if you see one of mine, I need them unhooked and laid on the floor for me. Okay? Okay.
Don't say anything. At least to you three. But you hear in your minds. Yeah, sure. The
And
creature,
there is a body downstairs you can eat. If it has no blood, but you can have all of the flesh if you want.
the creature stops, looks. She just hit a little bit. And then moves towards the door. And as if dematerializing and slips under it. You hear a hiss as the door on the other side unlocked. Opens.
It's my blood.
Unrestrained envy is the look that Lark has on her face seeing this happen. Just
I can teach this to you.
you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Oh, your manners are so good.
The door swings outward towards you. Which is probably why pushing it wasn't working.
Oh, god dang.
As I described earlier, the scrapes on the ground were coming outward.
Oh, fuck. I was just trying to, like, break it down. Like, break the door. I wasn't really trying to, like, yeah, it's fine.
So, the door swings outward. And so does the shadow imp. Inside Francesca's mind. Two. And the body.
I will go over to the body.
Well, as the door swings out, he explains that there's 2 people in there with a body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are they my people?
No, I don't think so.
Is the body one of my people?
She got horns.
Is one of mine. Thank you. You have a full buffet of a I believe gangrel downstairs for you.
It just slinks off into the shadows. Ophelia, you did?
Muted. You're muted.
That makes a lot more sense. Before we go in, can I activate feral weapons before we move forward? Because I don't want to spend a turn in combat doing it.
Yeah, but anyone wants to something before they run into this room, please do.
No,
The road check.
we weren't informed by the bishop that there are people in there other than her own person. She was talking to the shadow, right? It told her that.
But she responded is one of them mine. That would indicate there's more than one person.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was telepathic or out loud. Sorry.
He spoke to her telepathically. He spoke to her telepathically, but I think she was speaking.
She speaks out loud.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was like, I don't want to meta this.
Yeah. She would never waste her time talking to some lonely creature through her mind.
Gain the hunger, but
Alice, your fingers extend. Your nails in your hands extend into talons. Missy?
Lark wants to just kind of make eye contact with the first person that's not the lady with the horns, and she's going to attempt to mesmerize them.
Missy?
She's hungry. She is so hungry. So she is going to hopefully be able to sneak into the room because I still have Silence of Death on currently. She is going to try to sneak in the room if it is at all possible.
So, as the door swings open, it only moves a little bit. It needs to be pulled the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Who's doing it?
can't get a hand around the handle because.
If you guys want, if you guys are ready, then.
If the bishop wants to observe what we're doing, it would be best if she opened the door and hung back just to make sure we were going to be able to do it correctly and then fix it if we fuck up.
So,
remember, if the three of you need help, just call.
The bishop opens the door, and two people in the room turn around, and you can see them both. One is a tall man. His face is cut up in several places. The skin's peeling away. He opens his mouth, and you can see his teeth are filed down. He's rather large. The other is a female. I did go to my books for this one, actually. There's so much in these books. Yep. The other is a woman. Her blonde hair is tied back in a ponytail. She's just wearing a denim jacket and denim jeans, and she has cut off gloves, a black tank top on. She's all right looking. She looks like she has a face that's taken a few punches in its time, and they look at you. Well, I guess we're gonna have fucking Sterling. Mesmerize. Who are you mesmerizing?
The woman, if she looked at us.
Woman?
I'm gonna make eye contact with her.
Yep, they both did. Alright, Missy?
I was hoping to be able to sneak in. I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak in if they're looking at us.
They turn around and look towards the door. I mean, it wasn't silent.
I mean, you're small enough that you could probably hide behind Ellis, and considering Ellis currently has big claws, that would probably draw more of the attention, so that they probably wouldn't be looking to see if there was someone behind her.
Am I able to do that?
Dex stealth me.
Dex and stealth.
Add a die because of Alice's intimidation factor with her claws.
Cool. That just brought up my dice pool to 3. Because I have -2 on everything. Wee.
As this is the -2 if you get close to feed, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So you can go back to your normal roll.
It
Because
says,
you're going to try. I
it says
assume you're gonna try to
-2
eat.
unless feeding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so my dice pulls back up to 3.
All right.
One success.
That's enough.
I got 6 successes
Ooh,
on the mesmerize.
very nice. All right. And what was your command?
Command was to back up and face the wall.
That will only work for a few seconds.
Yeah, no, it needs to be something that isn't open-ended.
The other
Right.
thing I was gonna say, I was gonna have her tell me what Amaranth is. That's the other thing I thought to do. So I'll go with that one then, instead of a backup thing.
You see her eyes. She's who we worship. The first of your kind. That was. She was the first to be diablerized, and we eat your kind.
The crone? The
No.
crone has a cult? That's out of character, by the way.
No, Liv, the crone was never diablerized.
She was?
No, the first person to ever be diablerized was Amaranth.
Okay.
Toreador Antidote.
The crone was diablerized, but please feel free to continue.
That's what he said.
That's what she says.
Mhm.
All right. That is what Lark is gonna do for now, and then obviously everybody else can do what they were going to.
And before we initiate combat, I think it's time for a quick break so we can all have a drink. And I don't think we can do intermission as our tech is
I think
somewhere
I can
else.
do it. I think I can do it. Hold on.
Ooh.
Yes. So everybody mute their mics real quick. And then when we go to intermission, what I should be able to do, we can turn on our mics back on after I get it done. So hold on 1 second. Okay, let me check and see if it is hearing us on the stream. Hold on, it's taking a long minute.
And welcome back. A very short intermission. So, where we last left off, the pack had walked into a meat locker. There before them stood a large Nosferatu, his face disheveled and his teeth sharp. A long, woolen black coat over him, and a messed up, ratty t-shirt and blue jeans and combat boots. Beside him was a tall woman, her backpack, cut off denim jacket, tank top, fingerless gloves, denim jeans and a boot. And behind them, on a slab, with a stake through her chest, was Serena. But that was not all that was in this room. Lined from side to side were large plastic bags. Inside those bags, through frosted, you could see naked men and women, IVs going into their arms and into bags on the side. This was not just a meat locker. This was for something else more diabolical. At least to human morals. The last thing that the woman said was, "She's the first your kind diablerized. We eat your kind in her name." When Lark asked who was Amaranth, the Nosferatu looks to his side to the woman as she spills this out. Reaches up from inside his coat, pulls out a shotgun, and attempts to shoot Lark. The woman,
Do I dodge?
the woman rushes forward and attempts to punch Alice. Her face is snarled in anger, as if you invaded my mind. Now I'm going to invade your personal space. So, now you guys get to do what you're going to do. What is Lark going to do as this man pulls out a shotgun and tries to shoot her?
Because we're all kind of crowded into the doorway, essentially what she's going to try to do is move to the side and use, because I don't think we've walked in yet, correct?
Not really, no.
Yeah, she's going to move to the side and try to just get behind the wall where the door was originally, like, walked into. Like, basically just shimmy sideways. Fast, but
Missy?
out of the way.
I thought Macy. I have to mute so many freaking things. Hold on. I thought Macy already snuck in. Because I did have to roll for that.
Missy is still currently behind Alice, moving away, but their focus is not on her. Their focus is on Alice and Lark.
Cool.
Alice, you have a very angry blonde woman coming towards you. I know the feeling.
I'm not blonde anymore. I am going to create a barrier, I think. So picture Ellis kind of putting her arm like this, and a sheet of bone kind of stretching the length of the tibia and stretching outward, so it's literally like a bone wall coming out of her arm. So any attacks would be directed directly to that rather than anyone behind it, and it would also give an opportunity for anyone who wanted to do a stealth attack. They could then do it around that object because it would obscure view.
So I am going to need again another rise check and another dexterity resisted roll from you to grow that up. Lark, I need you to do me a dex athletics to dodge this bullet.
That's sorry, just because I need to clarify. If I get 4 successes, but one of them is a critical and it's one of the hunger dice, is that then a 4 messy critical?
If one of them is hungry, it's a messy crit. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 4 messy crit.
So your bones pop outward. Your flesh rips. It doesn't just. It's not seamless. Your flesh rips apart as the bones activate upwards. Oh, this is not perfection, Ellis. What are we doing? Let them get close, and then we can eat them.
She's gonna just stand there as her own riot shield.
Alright, so Dex Athletics from Lark against
3 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to duck to the side to get at least behind the wall, and that's essentially what she's trying, just to get out of the range without taking too much damage. Oh, you fucker.
So that is 9 altogether. So he arches up. The shotgun deafens. And as Lark dodges behind the wall, it catches her in the back, hitting her right in the ribs as she goes around the corner. You take 3 superficial damage. And now you're behind the wall. Alice, this woman, she runs up and she punches you right in this bone shield.
Mhm.
So, what is your current stamina?
2.
2. With the bone shield, +2, so it's 4.
Mhm. Okay, do you want me to roll?
Roll 4.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Do you want me to roll?
No, you don't need to roll anything. Because you're currently blocking this shield.
Mhm.
Alright. So she punches the shield, and you feel the impact, and it knocks you back a little bit as her fist just smashes into the bone. Bits of it fleck off. And you take 1 superficial damage as she pummels you into this shield. Macy, you see this woman just smashing into Alice's bone shield. They don't know you're there. She doesn't know you're there.
So we're gonna take the opportunity to go into the room at that point. So the woman is staked on the slab, right?
Yes.
My prime goal right now is to unstake Serena right now.
Okay.
More hands
So
on
you're
deck,
sneaking
the
into
better.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. As you get further into the room. Okay, not a problem. Delarost, what are you doing? Currently eating. So now we go back.
is trying to get my camera to turn on. So right now I'm just watching. They're doing a good job. None of them are in danger. None of them are struggling. I mean, this is a fight they can easily win. Why do I need to interfere?
Oh, really playing that sadist fucking. Ooh, okay, so.
You
Moves to the side. Yeah, well, none of us moves to the side and watches.
I would like, just as a safety precaution, to just in case, just in case, I will go ahead and use Eyes of the Abyss and just keep the little guys hovering around in the shadows, just in case.
The Eyes of the Abyss.
Summon tiny denizens of the abyss.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, as I'll need you to do me another rouse check, and again an occult abyss mysticism. Lark, you've ducked behind the wall. Alice, this one was going to continue trying punching you.
I would like to take my turn then. She's close quarters right at the wall, right? Like smashing it. I would like the shield to grow spikes to attempt to impale her.
Total of 8 success.
Once more, from the dark corners of the room, you see these floating, what seem to be eyeballs. Pairs of them pop up, bump, 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 bump. 6 in total, just around the room, just watching. You want to make your bone spikes pop out at her?
Yeah. So obviously, it's like it's a imagine a police riot shield right now, but with her arm in the middle. As the woman's in close quarters, I literally want the entire thing to just go chink, like the entire thing to just grow stabbies to either impale her, or obviously she could get stuck on it, or it could do so much damage. Whatever tickles your fancy.
Alright, so I will once more need you to do a dexterity bonecraft and another rouse check.
Rouse check pass.
What Lark would like to do is spin around the corner, try to catch the eye of the gentleman with the shotgun, and compel him to drop the weapon.
Trying to compel someone during combat. Very, very, very hard. But not impossible.
So that cancels out the 1, 1, 2, 3. 3.
3? Yep. One of the spikes goes forward and impaled her in the chest. She takes 1 superficial. Looks down at you, looks up. And she is going to use Blink to get beside you and punch you in the face. That's a rouse check. And before your very eyes, as your spike impales her, within a blink, literally, as if you were still Shima and you still blinked, she's no longer in front of you. She is beside you. She is away from your arm shield. Lark, you're looking around the corner and trying to catch the eye of the man trying to shoot you.
Yep. If I catch his eye, I didn't get 100. Stop talking.
You got 100. That'd be very impressive.
I got a 12 with a critical, a non-messy critical. Lark's whole pool for that, if she rouses the blood, is 11 dice. Compel is her best thing.
Jesus. Alright, well, he gets to resist it. I don't think he's going to resist it. But you never know. No. And your Capel was too.
Drop the weapon. Drop the gun.
Even
Basically,
even at that -2, he shakes his head and the shotgun falls to the floor. And he looks at you. And you can see murder in his eyes.
A soaring leap and hit him with my bat.
Alright. So he is going to attempt to grab your bat and throw you into a wall. As you jump towards him, he's going to grab it and throw you into the wall. Which will be both our strength brawls against each other. And potence. And he's also rousing the blood.
I figured.
But you still feel here.
Lando, oh my god, stop. I didn't.
Alice, this woman has moved to beside you.
Mm-hmm.
And is arching back to punch you in the face.
Can I do something first, or will it be simultaneous?
It's normally it's unlike V20. It's normally simultaneous. Whoever gets the highest roll wins.
Ellis is going to rouse her blood because I want that +2. And so her arm is connected to the shield and it has spikes, right? She's going to disconnect the top and the bottom, but leave the end, so that her arm is essentially a long, pointy, bony thing. And then she's going to go straight for the heart to use it as a stake, and then essentially disconnect the bone from the rest of her hand so it stays inside her like a stake to paralyze her. That's why I want to rouse the blood, because that's a move.
So again, that's 2 rouse checks. One for rousing your blood and one for using bone crafting.
Oh god. Getting closer.
Yeah.
Right, we're at 3 hunger.
Because you're gonna try and shrink your shield and use the rest of it as a
She's not even
sword.
I don't know if shrinking is the correct term. She's literally just going to disconnect it. So if the shield's like a square and her arm's in the middle and the shield's like that, right, around it, she's literally going to pop her arm out with the side attached. Do you following me?
So she's gonna cut off her own bones.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing can go wrong there, I promise.
We'll see how this roll does. So with my rouse, that... Right, let me do some math here.
Yes, sir. These two are completely focused on Lark and Alice. They're not even paying attention to you. What are you doing?
As I stated, she's gonna quickly get over to that. Am I unmuted? Okay, good. Quickly get over to that slab and unstake Serena.
It's easy. With these two focused on the other two, it doesn't bother me. You run over, and you feel like a pop of air. Where the
Good
fuck
morning,
are they?
sunshine.
I know you.
I suggest you get
Where
off
am
your
I?
ass and fucking help, or you're gonna be fucking dead.
Motherfuckers. And she just turns around and gets off the slab.
Yep, and
Alright.
Macy's aiming her gun at Nosferatu, buddy boy.
Alright, 22?
Yep.
So
Alright. So, a lot of
I
things are
got
happening.
a 10 with a critical, not messy.
It's got 5.
Alright.
No critical, sadly.
Well, let's go with what happened with Lark. Lark, you leap forward, you just bring your bat down, smack. He grabs your bat as it sinks itself into his shoulder. The nails penetrating the flesh and ripping a bit of the cloth away. He's holding the bat. He's holding the bat. This is your bat. I'm gonna turn you into a fucking popsicle, bitch.
Compel.
He's not looking at your eyes.
He's not?
He learned.
Okay.
No, he learned. It looks like he's looking at your eyes.
Balls.
He's not looking at them.
Damn it.
He is going to take your bat away. He's gonna rip your bat away. As you kick him in the balls.
If he's got a hold of her bat, that's her priority at the moment. So she was gonna try to kick him in the balls, but if she feels him trying to pull the bat, she's not gonna let him have the bat.
That's not enough strength. However, you don't get the +3 for the bat. Rousing the blood once more. Oh, this boy's getting hungry. Alright. Alice, this woman is punching you in the face and you're going to try and stab her to the heart.
Yeah, so disconnect. And that was 5 successes.
5 successes, alright. She gets 8. So, as you pierce your bone spear sword into her chest, it doesn't hit the heart just right. As her fist comes around and clocks you in the side of the jaw, and you've never felt anything like this. You've been hit a few times and, fighting with your brother, but this is like a freight train smashing you in the face.
In that case, so my arm with extended bone spike is in her chest.
First of all, you take another superficial.
Okay. But is that a correct assessment?
The spear is just
But
pierced.
it's still, I haven't detached it, so arm plus spear is in there, right?
Not the whole thing, but just a little bit.
Enough of it. Okay. I would like to grow it out and have spikes come out of it to basically pierce everything in the abdominal region.
You're burning through a lot of blood here.
I know.
Hunger?
I'm on 3 hunger. It's about to get worse.
3 hunger? Okay. Again, it'll be the same for you, but she's gonna try and attack herself.
Okay.
What happens?
We're at 4 hunger
Yes,
now.
You shoot your dex fire on from, please.
Okie doke.
He has no idea that you're shooting at him.
Great. I only have 2 dice for this. This is gonna be great. Because that lovely compulsion is the bane of my existence right now.
A little bit.
Okay, that's 4.
2 successes.
Lovely. So with that, I'm taking away 2 successes from his previous roll to tear Lark's bat away. Lark, what did you get in your strength, bro? No, strength melee. Sorry,
I got a 5.
5. So 2 successes. Even though he gets shot in the back, as he gets shot in the back, he rips the bat from your hands.
I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna eat him. I'm just
Yeah.
full launching myself at his neck right now because that's my fucking bat and he's gonna pay for taking it.
He's going to swing the bat at you and hit you with the bat. And then he's going to turn to the mad woman who's shadowing the back.
Yeah, she's gonna launch herself at his neck.
Missy, are you going to try and shoot him again?
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely!
Okay. Alice, right? She's going to try and detach herself from this spear
Mhm.
that you've got in her chest before.
Yeah.
So
That's 4 successes, and I'm living dangerously.
she also got 4 successes, but as you're the attacker, you put your hand in, and your bone just arches out more spikes, smaller ones, needle point sort of spikes into her chest, and she takes 1 superficial damage. And she backs up.
The aim with that, I don't know, maybe I should have clarified. The aim with that was to, because it was in her chest but not by her heart, when the spikes came out, for one of them to pierce her heart.
Unless
I don't know
your
if it's
bones are
different in
made of wood,
Right,
the
okay.
wounds take, yeah.
That's fine. I wasn't sure if it was.
Yeah. It'd be the same as getting stabbed in the heart of a sword. It wouldn't stake you.
That's fine. There's version differences. Some allow
Yeah.
for. Okay, that's fine.
But she takes 1 superficial and backs off. Lark!
She
I
can't.
got
Sorry,
8.
I don't mean to interrupt, but she can't back off. She's attached.
Try she has a touch.
Sorry. Carry on.
I got 8 with a messy critical
Jesus!
to launch myself at this dude. And
As you're
bang into
launching,
him.
he's going to try with the bat. Oh, dear. Not rising up stuff. Eight with a messy crit.
Yup.
8 with a messy crit. How dare he take our bats? That's Lark, that is ours. Kill this motherfucker. And you've never heard your little brother swear until now.
Mm-hmm.
And your face just turns feral. Your fangs just down and you jump. And as you jump, he swings, but as something happens mid-air, you don't know it's because Macy was behind you, him shooting at him, but your fangs rip into his neck. You tear the flesh out. It's not subtle. As your teeth start to just crunch through the muscle on his neck. He takes
We
1 heck of-
drinking.
We're drinking?
We drinking.
I'll get back to that soon. Missy.
I just saw Lark jump on him, right?
Yes.
Okay, I am not gonna shoot him while Lark is on there, because I don't want to miss and accidentally shoot her.
Fair enough.
So there's bitch number 2 that's impaled on Ellis.
Mhm.
Right? Alright, we're gonna aim at her and shoot that fucking bitch just to make her life a fucking hell.
Can we do that
Okay.
simultaneously? Because Ellis's next move was to, with her free hand, pull out the gun and shoot the woman blank point in the head. So could we potentially do that as a simultaneous action? Because then it would be more damage.
I would give you both +1 to your dice for that.
Sweet.
But as she is impaled, she is going to look up at Ellis and dread gaze her.
That's 4 on my roll.
Lovely. I will also need from you, Alice, your composure and resolve. Because she is about to dread gaze you.
That is 1, 2. That's 2 successes, and that was all hunger dice. So I'm pretty fucking happy with that.
She looks up at you, her fangs distended, her eyes wild, as the dread gaze hits you. Fear bubbles up in your chest. For this woman, you need to back away now. But as you do, you bring your gun up. Shoot. The bullet hits her in the side of the head. Missy, at the same time, you shoot her in the side of the chest. Alice, however, you do need to get away from this woman. Fear.
Could I implicate that as Ellis obviously is trying to get away rapidly, she's just going to pull her arm out. That's going to tear all of the, all of those little tiny needle points that are inside her chest, they're going to be ripped out at once, which is potentially going to take out a lot of her abdominal organs. Could I potentiate that would do some damage to her?
Well, you've never really specified that these things are like forks or spurs.
I did, and you also did.
Okay.
We both had a conversation where I said that they basically, there was the initial needle point and then they all went dragging off in different directions from that original needle point. So she's essentially, it's like trying to rip a spike ball off something, except it's buried inside her chest, so it's going to take everything out with it. And it's near her heart and her lungs.
You know what? Rule of cool. We'll go with it.
What do you want me to roll?
So you will need to do any damage to her. You will need to do me a dex brawl.
That's not bad fucking...
Because she has currently taken from the shots. She took two superficial from those shots.
2, 3, 4. That is a 5.
5?
Yes.
Alright, now she's on 2 aggravated. Now she's very pissed off.
And, her lungs are like half. Bleh.
Nothing falls out. It's weird, nothing falls out. Her chest is exposed. Her clothing is ripped. Nah. Lark, you're gonna drink this man dry. Are you giving him the kiss or are you just breaking him for his blood?
I was, would I know the difference?
Probably not.
So the kiss then.
Alright. With the vampires, the same thing happens. They get the euphoric thing, but they can resist it. So I will have to roll his composure and resolve to resist. So he's able to do any actions.
The bishop would like to
Mother
speak.
Dearest wants to
Yes,
speak.
Mommy, sorry.
I need at least one of them alive to question. I don't care which one.
Where's the stake that was used on...
Macy still has it in her pocket.
Okay, in that case, if Ellis is obviously backing away, would she have seen that? Would she have seen her taking the stake out of Serena? It's a small
I
room.
don't think she would have. She would have been too preoccupied with the woman trying to pummel her head, I think. Because basically, so
Serena move.
Serena is up and her fingers are turning into frail weapons, and she is about to put her hand to the chest of the Nosferatu.
So that means that somebody has the stake on their side then, because... Right, that's okay. I just wanted to know if that was a logic jump I could make. Okay, in that case, with the dread gaze, Ellis is going to duck out of the way in the hopes that the person who has the stake is going to then stake the person who's not getting eaten, because one of them's already in progress of being eaten. So,
All right. So Lark, you bite into his neck and you're starting to drink. He struggles, and he's able to regain some composure, but not much. And he tries to push you away, as if using your bat as a wedge, like pushing you off him. Macy?
Is it effective?
Again, it'll be a strength. It'll be a strength, but he's at a minus 2 for his strength brawl because
Alright.
of the.
You said I can use fleetness for fucking combat, so I'm gonna rouse the blood, do fleetness, get the stake out of my back pocket, and go stake the bitch that was going after Alice. So I need to make a rouse check, and then what do you need me to roll?
I need you to roll your strength and melee.
Oh, great. Okay, so let's roll the rouse check real quick.
Whilst Ellis is backing out of the way, you said there were like bodies on the walls with IVs on them and stuff. Ellis is just gonna nearest one.
Using her feeding type.
Yes.
Shit. This is gonna be interesting.
Now, none of these people, Alice, you're a high functioning addict. You need nicotine in your system. You haven't had it for days. I will roll something now to see if the person is a smoker. However, if they're not, you will be taking a -1 dice.
Shame we're not in Europe. Everyone smokes in Europe.
Until you're
It's like a solid 70% chance in Europe. In America,
Uno success.
Alright, so your siphon comes out. And it pierces through the plastic of the bag, ripping chunks of flesh off this man. As you drain what little vitae he had left. He didn't have much in him. He had
How much
about 2 dollars worth.
good to know.
And he was in fact a smoker.
Banging.
So you for the first time in days get that rush of nicotine in your system. And you feel better. Less agitated.
I don't know if that's possible for Ellis. I don't know if it's possible for Ellis to feel this.
Missy, what did you get on sticking this person?
1 success.
1 success.
Mm-hmm.
You run towards them. Stick in hand. Fast as fuck, boy. Because you use your fleetness.
Mm-hmm.
And even though her chest is exposed,
I missed.
flesh cut ribbons, the stake goes in. The stake goes in. And she looks wide-eyed at you. As she falls to her knees. Staked on the ground.
Yeah.
Well,
Lark, what did you get with your strength roll?
6.
6? He got a 1.
Oh, Jesus.
So as he's trying to push you off, he doesn't. You're still latched onto him. You're holding on. You're trying to bite at his throat. He's gonna try and slam you against the ground or the wall or something to get you off him.
Just koala him. Whoop.
So as you koala him, he is gonna try and throw you to the ground. So I'll need you to do me a Dex Athletics to keep or Strength Athletics to keep holding on to him as he's buckaroo. You know what I mean?
All right.
Buckaroo.
Are we out of combat?
Not yet. Still got the Nosferatu to deal with.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sorry. Did it not successfully feed?
No, he was able to resist it and pull her away.
Okay. Am I nearby him?
You are close enough after you've drank from the sippy cup.
Sweet, we're gonna hand mace right down on the top of his skull because my hand now resembles a mace because it's a spike with lots of other spikes on. So just
4 successes.
And same as him, 4 successes. In this case, he is the attacker because he's trying to throw you off him while you're trying to defend and stay on him. But in this case, you do not. You do not move. You've latched onto this man. Ellis, you walk up behind him. Give me your strength melee.
That's 2 successes.
Bang. Your bone mace comes down on the side of his head. Knocking him to the side. He looks at you. Oh, fuck this. He is once more going to try and throw Lark at.
You're
Yes.
taking me to eat him because I'm drinking him down. Like I've been drinking this whole time.
He's pulled you off. You haven't bit him again.
Would it be?
Oh,
Would
I
it
thought
be-
he didn't succeed in pulling me off. I thought I was still latched on and still drinking.
Would it be a bolder
Because he
sum?
only got.
Sorry, go ahead.
Stellar Rust.
Seeing all of this, clearly this is taking too long, and I would like to use Umbra's Clutch on the Nosferatu to make him fall through his own shadow into my arms.
Okay. Okay. So, Alice, you were going to say?
I was going to say that because she had essentially maced him in the head, would it be a supposition to say that he wouldn't be able to move because he is being now... But...
What do you mean?
Okay, imagine that you have a giant mace and it's stuck in the top of your skull. Would you be able to move?
Hands on the mace, probably.
It's got Ellis's body weight behind her. And it's
Ah,
being
yeah, I get that.
controlled.
Well, the way you described it, you smack him on the head with a mace, so he's been hit.
No, into his head. Like, it's a mace. It's going into his skull. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to sit there until she pulls it out. So...
Yeah, I'm going to say you smack him on the head, because maces don't tend to stick in the skull.
Even like it's covered in spikes. With the spikes not into his head, I'm confused.
Not with 2, no, they wouldn't.
Okay.
And, Lark, you were saying?
Oh, what I was saying is, I thought because Lark had bit down with the intention of drinking, and because
Yes,
I won that roll and the one after, I
Yep.
thought I had just stayed attached and was drinking. So I just
Yep,
I want to make sure I
absolutely
didn't
correct.
misunderstand.
Nope, you're absolutely correct.
Okay.
Drinking water. You can feel his body getting weaker. The smack from Alice has knocked him to his knees. And now I need an abyss mysticism roll one more time.
Is it just Abyss Mysticism, or...?
Yeah, it's a cult as well.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. So that's 3
What was
10s.
the...
3 10s.
That's 5.
6, 7, 8, 9 success.
9 success. Lark and Ellis. Below you, well, maybe not Lark, because she's been a bit busy. Shadow of this man, this Nosferatu, begins to spread into a circle. Shifting, shaping, and he falls into it. Lark, are you gonna let go? If not, you're going for a ride.
No, I'll let go, but can I grab my bat?
Hold on.
I will allow you to do one of 2 things. You can grab your
What?
bat, or you can let go.
I'm grabbing my bat.
Okay. So you grab hold of your bat as you both begin to sink into the shadow. Dying, until total darkness. There's no life. There's no sound. No smell. No taste. There's no sight. Even with your oblivion sight, you cannot see anything. But the ever-knowing, creeping dread that you know and you feel that you are being watched. Time passes differently here. What feels like a second in the real world. Was it a day? Was it 2 days? 3 days? Time means nothing here. The cold, creeping dread of you being watched at all times by unseeing eyes. The feeling of being touched but not being touched. Something that felt real but doesn't feel real. And then, as if you're being birthed again into light, you descend into the arms. Your feet hitting the floor as Delarosa clutches the Nosferatu. He is in a state of terror. He can't speak, can't even breathe, even though he doesn't need to. His body is shaking as if cold.
Are we
That was
done?
upsetting. I need it.
Well, and she's gonna grip him hard and hold him like a sacrifice. Lark, praise dinner.
Praise dinner! Can I?
Feel free. We have fun
I'm
staying.
gonna. Yeah, I'll eat him.
And you,
No.
little sewer rat, are going to a better purpose. So you're going to sit back, you're going to enjoy it, or otherwise you're going back in the abyss.
Let's do some Diablo-y.
I don't know how to do this.
Alright,
Praise dinner!
praise dinner.
Where the fuck is my book? It's downstairs. I know where my book is. Or you can just let me know what rolls I need to make.
Hold on 1 second.
Also, I said she was German. I was going off of misinformation. Apparently, she's Italian. I'm so sorry.
He's German now.
The accent
Like,
works.
you told me German?
The accent's way better for Italian. Stick with Italian.
Okay, I will stick with Italian because Mike
All
told me
good.
German initially, so my brain went.
Oh, that's okay. In all honesty, she doesn't have to tell us the truth about shit if she doesn't want to. We all think she's German and she's like perfect.
Also true.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows the German I've been. So. Diablo.
Nom nom.
The target is indeed immobilized with fear. They can't move. They can't. Something in that place has affected them so badly that they can barely move. The other is in the corner of the room before Macy slumped over. Serena looks a bit upset that as she was about to attack the man, he disappeared in the shadow. However, she's looking at Alice, nodding her head. Nice mace. Bit crude, but you know.
Alice is just gonna feed off another one of the random humans, by the way, while this is going on.
So, Let us roll Lark. Lark, my dear, you need to roll me your strength resolve,
Uh-huh.
and you need to roll it for me. Twice.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
4 for the first one. Ooh. And 5 for the second.
Okay. So, you drink, and you drink, and you drink, and then something happens. You hit a well so deep in this man. You can feel the very essence of what he was, who he was. You see flashes of memory, glimpses of his past. You see the fight between him and the other members of Chainsaw Godfuck. You see other people. You see him, the woman you've knocked out, the man downstairs. You see 4 other people as well that you don't know and can't name. However, the names seem to be on the tip of your tongue. You take everything he was into you. You lose 1 humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we need a contest.
Yep.
Need your humanity and your blood potency versus the victim's resolve on blood potency.
All right. I have not yet ever done this roll in a game.
You do not need to roll hunger dice for this.
Okay. Okay. I got 9 with a critical.
Okay. One more time.
This one was a 3.
With that, you take everything that this man was. And he turns to dust in your arms onto the floor. There's no sigh, there's no... It's just nothing. As you take his soul into yours. And erode it completely. Taking what you needed from his blood and his power.
Ooh.
Still hungry.
Am I?
Nope. You are
Always.
You're hunger 0.
Yes, hunger 0 feels so good.
Fantastic. Serena?
Yes, Bishop Dillarost? We can all hear the
Explain.
fear. Explain what exactly we were ambushed.
Yes.
Have you seen Ramrod,
Explain.
Erica?
No.
I don't know how it happened. They just came out of the sewers and there they were. Next thing I know, I have a stake in my chest and been dragged here. What happened to everybody?
Scraggle is dead, as far as we know.
What?
The state did not make you deaf, I hope.
And then we'll need a new bass player. Do you play bass, Red? She looks at Missy.
Nope. Never played an instrument in my life. Where's Ramrod and Erica?
Where did you park the bus?
It's parked over by the underground garage. You go through the aqueduct, you come out the other side, and there's an underground garage.
How about you, Macy? Erica?
I can't hear.
How are you two feeling? How about you two? How are you feeling hunger-wise? Are you still peckish?
I'm fine. I can wait until we get back to the asylum.
Alice had fed to slake her last 2 hunger off one of the nearby bodies.
Fantastic. To the bus.
Yeah, sure. And Serena, who you've all noticed is normally bubbly and full of life, ain't so much. There's a creeping fear about her whenever Delaroth is in the room. And she leads you all back the way you came. Has anybody grabbed the body?
Macy did.
Okay. Missy, you grab the body. And you're all walking back through the sewers. And Serena leads you to the right-hand side of that T-junction you were at. Further on down, it comes to a large outcrop. The sewer runs off to the side, but the small road leads up and around onto the street level, where there is a large car parking structure. She walks in and she goes down a flight of stairs, another flight of stairs, another flight of stairs. At the bottom of those 3 flights of stairs is a rather long but thin-looking bus, like a school bus that has been decorated. The windows are blacked out. On the side, there's graffiti. It says "Chainsaw Got Fucked." And here's home. It's your bus. And she'll run up to it and check it. The door is open. The inside has been trashed. Lark, you're feeling rather euphoric right now. Almost drunk and giddy. To put quite a fine point on it, you're feeling very high.
High. Ooh. Was he high? Or is this...
Good high.
It was a good high. I'm having a great time. This was the best.
Now, the bus is there. What are the rest of you doing?
I am
Walking
holding
back.
on to our
Yes.
prisoner.
Alice?
Walking back to the SUV.
The ATV?
That's
The party bus is empty though?
Party bus is empty.
That means that the rest of the pack has been... They either abandoned it or they took off somewheres.
You do see a gathering of ice close to one of the waves. And then the bishop's phone begins to ring. It is much like Lark's. It is a brick of a phone.
Speaking.
We're at the Abaddon. Where are you, boss? You know route.
Very happy that you are alive.
Yeah. Shit went down. I know you know about it.
Considering I am standing at what used to be Snaggle, and I just had the rather interesting help from the Crimson One's chosen pack to get Serena out of a meat locker. Yes.
A meat locker? Wait. Those kids are still alive? I thought you would have killed them by now.
A steak makes that very hard to do, Ramrod.
You got it. Do you want us to wait here for you?
Bunker down, stay down. And we will all be having a discussion about what it means to not leave family behind when I get there.
Yeah, sure, boss. Phone hangs up.
Well, I believe I have an assessment to deliver to the Crimson One about all of your success.
I'm guessing you're taking this one. She's motioning to the body in her arms.
It's your kill. Technically it is their kill. And she will mention to the fam who is headed back to the ATV. Ellis, right?
Yeah, Alice is just like, back to the 8th. Peace.
Perhaps.
So y'all begin to make your way back to the ATV, going through the same tunnels. ATV hasn't been touched. Miss, you have the stick woman in your arms. Alice, you getting in the back or the front?
In the back.
Lark, how are you feeling? You're a bit loosey goosey right now.
This is the best. I did
Yep.
so good. I don't
You're-
actually care if I did good or not, but I think I did.
Yep.
I'm having a great time.
As a
Success
mechanic,
feels nice.
you're the -2 for your dice rolls for the remainder of the night because you're high.
Beautiful.
So Alice, you get in the back. Missy, I assume you hand the body to Alice.
Mm-hmm. Get in the driver's seat.
For the body. Lark's in the back. Loopy is a songbird. The bishop, do you get into the front or the back here?
Sorena, get in the front seat.
Yeah, both. She gets into the front seat.
You're fucked. Maisie's like, you're fucked.
Yeah, I know.
She's gonna sit on the roof.
Sit on the roof.
I am going to drive
Beautiful.
the vehicle. Oh no!
Alright, so
I'm gonna drive very carefully back to where we're going.
How good is your drive?
I have a
Drive.
dot, but I'm gonna drive very carefully.
I have 3. Why are you driving this thing?
Because you're
you're
high.
high.
Because you're high. And
Oh,
Macy's
good
not gonna
point.
allow you to drive.
I'm pretty sure I could do it if you let me.
Macy won't. It's a conviction thing. She won't.
I know. In the back.
Mark.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Amazing.
everyone, you're all in the back. Serena's in the front, and Bishop Delaros is on the top of the bus. And you drive very slowly back. I don't know what she's doing on the top of the bus. What are you doing on top of the bus? Are you just sitting there, patting the
I'm
wind?
actually watching. I'm gonna keep my little guys that are still active, and I'm gonna have them flood out toward the alleyways and find any gatherings of Anarchs to report back.
I will get back to you at some point. Check my roll. So, you're driving. Alice and Lark, do you have any conversation?
Ellis wouldn't be talking, so
Lark
Lark
is
be talking?
humming. She's humming a song to herself.
I am so fucked. What are you smiling about? Sort looks at you. Looks at.
Nothing. It's just, even the ones that have been around the longest still fuck up, so it's a little amusing. So it doesn't make me feel as bad.
Yeah. Sure. And she just looks at the window.
Yeah, how does it feel that a weak
Angrily.
old fledgling saved your ass?
How about I fleshcraft your fucking mouth shut?
How about I pull the car over and we're not going anywhere?
I can drive.
I have the keys. But
how about we all use our common sense and just get home?
the slat is closed. So we're gonna finish this job. We are gonna get to the asylum. I've already had enough with lippy people.
Oh. Well, I can remove your lips for you if you want to get rid of the people.
No, I'm referring to people like you.
Uh-huh. Sure. Go on then. Drive.
She is driving. She never stopped the vehicle.
Drive faster.
No, there's a person on the roof of the fucking car.
She can handle it.
She didn't tell me she could handle it, so I'm not risking it. I'm not an asshole.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you she can handle it.
You're not my boss.
I know her very well.
You're not my boss.
True. True. You know what? Just fucking drive.
She
Still got the window again.
The fact is, please fucking.
That's her way of saying the conversation's over. Just drive. And you guys drive, and you reach this side. You drive around the back, and Lark, Alice, one of the first things you see when you get out of the car is that your car has been changed. The license plate numbers are no longer the same license plates they were before.
Is this Alice's car?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Would you look at that? Wasn't that neat?
The wheels are also different. The wheels look a lot thicker. And
She'll have it.
yeah.
Okay, Alice is going to climb out and look for, I don't know, is there someone nearby the car?
No, there's no one nearby the car right now.
Okay, she's going to head, just going to head in then and look for the Crimson One or Des.
Yeah. Is everyone else going with Alice?
Gotta get the body out of the car.
Yeah.
Did Alice grab the body?
No.
No.
Lark will, since she's in the back. If Alice didn't grab the lady, Lark will grab her.
She's so light.
Macy's gonna take the body from Lark.
Okay. So, you take the body, and you all walk around. If you're looking for the Crimson One, it's easy to know where she is. She is waiting for y'all as you enter. Ah. Your brother present. This is good.
Merry Christmas.
Ah, happy
Happy New Year.
we had a few years away from it. Yes, Alice.
You have my new set of keys.
Ah, yes. Colby did mention these.
Yeah.
When he refitted your car. Is the ATV back? Good, he'll be working on that soon then. So how did it go?
Your Grace. The mission was a success. In more ways than one. I will say your team, your pack, though small, Small is not bad. They are brash and bold. They speak with their fists and their hearts before they speak with their minds, which can be detrimental at some points, but in the same way, they feed off of one another, not literally, but in the best of ways. While some of them fight or serve as distractions without even meaning to, others seek out new ventures. Others find other ways. They complement one another. And but talking of their failures to act as a team, to stay together, I did not see a single moment of it. Only once did the group separate, and they did not go far, simply to advance the mission. Not only did we find Serena, we found the bus, and I have managed to get in contact with my other two failures. They can learn much from your team, and I am proud to say that my childer has experienced their first case of diablerie.
No.
And we also have a name for our enemy now, thanks to your pack.
And what are they if not Anarchs?
They are Anarchs, specifically under one Baron.
Ah, yes. Is there anything else you three learned from this? You've heard the praise the bishop has given you. Alice and Macy without a word, and Lark, you seem to be rather happy.
I couldn't hear.
Oh, she pretty much asked you, does anyone else have anything else to add?
Macy's like, where can
I
I just put
learned.
the body?
Put the body in the
I
cells, one next to David.
Yee.
If I have one critique of your team, it is that surveillance before going into an area may be inoptimal training.
I will take that into consideration. They do need to be trained on security awareness.
But for what we had, for what they did, I am beyond pleased.
I'm glad to hear that, Bishop.
I have my own idiots to attend to. She will look directly at Serena.
It is getting late. It is probably best you head back to the Abaddon.
My
I will
thanks.
shoulder. I thank you.
And my thanks to you three, to Alice, to Macy, to Lark. I look forward to working with you in the future.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lark.
Oh, I just said yes, that. It's
And with
just a
that,
little high. It's fine.
with that, the bishop walks off towards the mirror room. Her and Serena. You don't see where they go, but they do not return. Missy, you bring the body back to the cells for another night. However, dawn is quickly approaching. Do you feed before you slumber for the day?
She doesn't have time, so she's gonna go back to the pack room.
She does have time. There's a pantry there.
Yeah, she'll head down to the pantry.
Okay. And you will take one of the men or the women. And are you going to drink them all dry or?
Completely dry.
Okay. So you drink one of them dry. And you take a steam.
Okay.
And the sun rises. And as the sun rises, each of you become tired and tired. Until your body finally falls into torpor. As you go into your day sleep. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Woo woo.
Oh, you guys did it!
Whoop whoop.
We did it.
Damn, kidnapping really is a thing for the Figment Collective. With fancy hats.
I'm good at it.
Apparently so. So, thank you all once again for joining us. And we will return next week for Changeling. However, there will be no episode of Maine next week. Because that is our Monster Heart Day, where we get to have serotonin.
Yes.
Woo woo.
So, once more, thank you for joining us. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Welcome to the collective.
Collective.
Welcome to the collective.
Bye.